Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today, we're here talking about the new full auto setting in Destiny 2. This is a setting that you should always have on, and in all honesty, should have been automatically turned on with this new update. It's an amazing setting, and honestly, it has made my life as a rapid fire pulse user so much better. This makes, as I've said, rapid fire pulses and scouts a menace. The ease of use has gone way up. You don't have to worry about tapping the trigger if you're on controlling, or just tapping that left click as fast as you can if you're on mouse. And honestly, with that being said, with this being now a setting, you don't have to use that full auto retrofit mod if you enjoy putting them in full auto as well. The aiming also, I feel, personally, with personal use, and you can kind of see in the background with this gameplay, it just feels so much easier and like more fluid to aim with these pulses, because I've always felt that when I was clicking as fast as I can with my mouse trying to get the pulse to go as fast as it could, I felt like my aim always suffered. And that just might be me because I'm not the greatest at aiming, but it just felt like it. It felt like I couldn't stay on target, especially if someone was strafing, stuff like that. Plus, it felt like sometimes I would miss the click or do other stuff. And also, little side note, kind of about me, but this doesn't really apply to many people. I also don't have feeling in my hand that I use on my mouse. So a lot of times when I was clicking fast, there was times where I would literally miss the mouse because I didn't feel it. Like I would hit the mouse wheel on accident because I can't feel that tactile press. Now, that's a unique thing. That probably doesn't apply to you. But either way, it's still an amazing ease of use and just helps with that. It's like, in all honesty, especially with these full auto pulses, they fire so fast, it's like using an auto rifle. And I feel like when most people use auto rifle, especially when they start out on mouse and keyboard, even on controller, I'm not just saying mouse and key here, which I feel like though this does help mouse and key more, but that's besides the point. With auto rifles, people use them all the time when they start out on FPSs. Why? Because it's easy to use. You hold down the trigger and you just worry about aiming. Whereas like pulse rifles are a little bit harder because you're not holding down the trigger, but you're not clicking so much that it's like, oh my god, like click, 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 click. But it's like you have to pace out a little bit more with pulse rifles, which is a little bit harder to do. Or in the case of rapid fire frames, you're just clicking so fast that like it's hard to keep on track. Now, there are some things with this that I wouldn't necessarily use it for, like hand cannons, going on that auto rifle tangent, because with hand cannons, it's easier to tap fire. You want to pace out those shots, like 140s, 120s, 160, I think it is, scout rifles, 120 scout rifles, stuff like that, DMT. It's easier to pace that out because it's more slow, more methodical. You're trying to get those headshots. Now, in some cases, like DMT hipfire, you might want to just hold down that trigger or hold down that mouse button to fire as fast as you can and get that optimal time to kill. And personally, I tried it on 140s, hand cannons. It's not for me, full auto. But who knows, maybe 180s. 180s might work really well with this, especially something with the new Deepstone Crypt raid weapons coming back. You might see a resurgence of the posterity. Like, I feel like that might be pretty decent. Like, I mean, besides the fact I hate the sights personally. But, yeah, this setting is a step in the right direction. The ease of use has gone up so much. Especially, like I said, on mouse and keyboard. It just feels so much easier to track when you're holding down that left click and not constantly tapping it. Because I always felt like when I was tapping it, I would occasionally go off target. So now you're just holding it down. Perfect. And it's honestly, like I said, a step in the right direction. This is something that we need to see. It just helps make the ease of use so much better for this game. And not just in PvP, but in PvE too. Like, sometimes it's annoying just to keep clicking. And it helps with the longevity of mice. Because there are click limits to mice. I've gone through many mice over the years. And now that I can just hold it down and not have to constantly tap and wear down my mice fast, it's super nice. And like you see in the background, I feel like it's easier to track with pulses with this, especially rapid fires. This was an amazing addition to the game. And I hope Bungie keeps looking at stuff like this and potentially adds more things like this. Now, I don't know what would be next. If you have an idea of what you think would be a great like ease of use edition, please let me know in the comments below. And along with this entire video, if you would disagree with me, leave a comment. We'll have a discussion in the comments to see why you disagree, and you might have some valid points. I mean, like I said, it's not for everything. Like 120s, 140s, high rate of fire scout rifles, it's not really the greatest. Even high rate of fire, or low rate of fire, sorry, I meant low rate of fire. Low rate of fire, pulses, and stuff like that. It might not be the greatest because you still want to pace out those shots. But for like higher rate of fire stuff, it just feels so much better. It feels so much easier to use. But like I said, if you want to disagree with that, please leave a comment down below and we'll discuss. But and if you agree, explain why you agree and what else, like I said, that you would want to see added to the game. I really hope you all enjoyed the video. If you liked the video, please like the video. If you dislike it, dislike it. And also leave a comment of what I can do to improve on my content. And then if you want to subscribe and stick around, go ahead and subscribe. I got some great content coming in the works. I got some content that's already come out. I do some Lasso content. I do a lot of Destiny content. And hopefully you'll stick around. But these are just one man's opinions on the full auto mod. And I honestly think it's amazing because now I don't have to give up a mod slot for the full auto retrofit. Instead, I can just use target acquisition and get some more aim assist. But that's just me. Thank you all for watching. Have a wonderful day and see you next time.